Peace, everybody. What's good? This is that boy George Malachi Williams, and you are now tuned to New Media Today USA. Let's go. All right, everybody. Look, I made this video for one purpose and one purpose only: to talk about how I admire the way that Tyson Fury bet on himself. And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you remember now, back in 2015, when Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitchko, the great Vladimir Klitchko, and he took his 3 belts. He took the WBA championship belt, he took the IBF, and he took the WBO. The belts that Anthony Joshua is currently holding right now. You know, the Gypsy King took that from him, and he was the pride of the UK. But then something happened. Mental illness set in. He got hooked on drugs. He got depressed. He was battling depression. He gained a whole bunch of weight, got up to like 500 and something pounds, and everybody, his whole world came crashing down. Everybody turned on him. The UK fans turned on him. The media turned on him in the UK. Everybody kicked him to the curb, cast him away. And then in 2017, Tyson Fury said he's going to make a comeback. And in 2018, he did. He got with Ben Davison. He was on the road to recovery, to redeem his reputation, to get his reputation back, and get back in the mix in the boxing world. We saw that. Didn't nobody really take it serious. Tyson Fury does a lot of talking. But let me tell you something. Barry Hearn, the guy from, not Barry Hearn, but what's the guy named from Matchroom Boxing? Not Eddie Hearn's father, but the other guy. He took a chance on him. I forgot the promoter's name, but he took a chance on him for Matchroom Boxing. Why he took a chance on Tyson Fury, I don't know. But he took a chance on him, and it was one of the best bets that he ever made. Tyson Fury told him that he was going to come back, and he said he's going to fight Deontay Wilder, and he was going to beat him. And he was going to come to the United States and do it. And he did it. So let's look at Tyson Fury's bet on himself and his road to recovery, to put himself in the position that he is in right now, to be fighting for the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world coming out of the UK. So I have my pad right here, right? So, because some of these fighters, I don't even know who the hell they are. So in 2008, Tyson Fury had 3 fights. His first fight back from retirement and coming back to redeem himself, he fought a guy named Seferi. Never heard of the guy, but he stopped him, right? And then in 2018, later on that year, he fought Francisco Pianeta. You know what I mean? And he won by unanimous decision, right? Then right after that, he fought Deontay Wilder in 2018, later on in the year, to a draw. Now, we know what happened. Deontay Wilder knocked Tyson Fury down twice. In the 12th round, he got knocked down. He thought he was out of there. And then Tyson Fury rose from the grave like the Undertaker. Rose. And then he stood up, and then he finished that round off, and he almost knocked Deontay Wilder out by knocking him to the ropes, hitting him with that straight jab, coming with the right cross, and he almost finished him, and he was saved by the bell. So you saw that. That fight right there made American fight fans fall in love with Tyson Fury, because they came in the fight rooting for Deontay Wilder. They left the fight cheering for Tyson Fury because he rose from the grave. He came up. No one saw that, and that added to the mystique of Tyson Fury and the legend of Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, right? So right after that, what happened? So they negotiated, they had another fight set up, right? So I got my pad right here, right? So in 2019, Tyson Fury needed 2 more tune-up fights. He fought a bum by the name of Tom Schwartz. I call him a bum because I never heard of him. He beat him by TKO. And then in 2019 again, he took a massive cut from Otto Wallin. You know what I mean? But he beat him in unanimous decision. So we saw that, right? He beat Otto Wallin. But Tyson Fury didn't really look good in neither one of those fights. You see what I'm saying? So Deontay Wilder sold Tyson Fury out. He went to trying to play the race card, talking about y'all trying to feel sorry for this white man and this and that, and y'all don't want to hear all that stuff, and trying to make it racial and stuff. Skin color ain't have nothing to do with it, bro. You got upset because you couldn't finish him off the first fight, and it was a draw. So you said you wanted it again. But this time, Deontay Wilder, this is where cherry picking goes wrong. You cherry picked him the first fight because you thought you was going to beat Tyson Fury. So you said, I'm going to beat the man that beat the man. He beat Vladimir Klitchko. So you're saying that if I beat Tyson Fury, then I can turn around and say, hey, listen, I beat the guy who beat Klitchko. So if I would have fought Klitchko, you know what I would have did to him. But that's neither here nor there. It didn't work out. So you got so embarrassed that you got outboxed that first fight, which you should have lost. You wanted to fight him again. And then you saw the 2 tune-up fights that he had in between the first fight and the second fight with you, Beyonce, and you thought you was going to take Tyson Fury out of there because he suffered a massive cut against Otto Wallin. Tyson Fury said that he was going to knock you out. He got rid of Ben Davison. He hooked up with Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill showed him how to sit on them punches, throw that jab with conviction, throw that hook right cross, sit on the, put your weight on those punches, throw that uppercut, throw that hook. You see what I'm saying? He showed him what to do. And when he showed him how to step to Beyonce and make Beyonce Wilder back up off his back foot, it was a wrap. He came into the UK. He came from the UK, came into the US on a throne. You seen the fight. He rolled on the throne. The Gypsy King had his crown on his head. He had a king's robe on his back. He got carried into the ring on a chariot by some beautiful, beautiful women, 4 beautiful women. And he got in the ring, and the rest is history. He stopped Deontay Wilder like he said he was going to stop him in the 7th round. He was stopped. And that added to the legend of Tyson Fury. And because Tyson Fury was able to raise his profile by betting on himself the way he did, now he finds himself in a hell of an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Now, when Tyson Fury came back in 2018, no one took him serious. Eddie Hearn didn't take him serious. Anthony Joshua didn't take him serious. Barry Hearn didn't take him serious. No one in the UK really took Tyson Fury serious outside of his family. No one believed in him. No one thought that he was going to come back. No one thought that he was going to do what he was going to do. And he fought back, got his reputation back, and he came all the way back to redeem himself from letting the fans down in the past. You cannot, regardless of whether you like Tyson Fury or not, you got to give the man credit. The man came from depression. The man came from drug use. He was at the bottom of the depths of hell. He was having suicidal thoughts, and he fought and clawed his way all the way back to this point in 3 years, from 2018 until now. Whether you like Tyson Fury or not, you got to give the man his credit. You got to give the man his props. He bet on himself. And, by him betting on himself, that's why he's in the position that he's in right now. If he never would have bet on himself, he'll still be sitting on the sideline of irrelevancy right now today. But he clawed and fought his way to the top. He made the Gypsy people proud. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to Tyson Fury, man, because the man went through hell to really come back. He was battling mental illness. And now look at it. He's in the process to where now him and AJ is going to fight for undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Whether Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury wins this fight or not, they both are going to get paid 75 million euros a piece. Just remember, just 4 short years ago, Tyson Fury was battling depression. And now he's in a situation where he's going to fight for the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and get 75 million euros apiece. This is going to be a 50-50 fight between the two fighters from a purse split standpoint, according to Eddie Hearn. So Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, they said it's going to be 50-50. And then they have a rematch clause. So these fighters are going to fight twice this year. In the rematch clause, the winner of the first fight will get 60% of the purse, and the loser will get 40% of the purse. And that's been agreed upon already. This is a great fight, man. This is great for UK. This is great for the UK. This is a great comeback story. Whether Tyson Fury wins or not is irrelevant. The fact that he's in a position to where he's going to make the most money that he's ever made in his lifetime after just a few short 3-4 years ago, battling depression, having suicidal thoughts, being addicted to cocaine, and for him to go through all of that and turn his whole life around and put himself in this position, I never would have thought in my wildest dreams that Tyson Fury would be in this position. But guess who knew he was going to be in that position? He did. So I'd like to give the Gypsy King props for doing that. He bet on himself. He bet on himself, man. And let me tell you something. Sometimes, and this is a hint to people who watching this video, people like myself. Sometimes, man, you got to step out on the cliff and you have to be willing to bet on yourself. A lot of times, most people are not going to believe in you against all odds. You have to believe in yourself and bet on yourself. Is it going to be tough? Yes. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to be rough? Yes. But is it worth fighting for? Because the reward is always worth the struggle that you're going to go through in order to get to where you're trying to go. And as long as you remember that, believe in yourself, believe in God, bet on yourself, all things are possible. Other than that, guys, please tell me, what do you think? Do you think that, hey, Tyson Fury did a good thing by betting on himself, believing in himself, and putting himself in a position of opportunity to where he can fight for the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? Or do you believe, nah, it's just hogwash, he should have left his fat ass on the sideline and just get on out of the way? Other than that, please leave a comment below. Please hit the share, like, and subscribe button. And also turn on the notification icon so you can get an alert for when I upload another video. Other than that, guys, this is George Malachi Williams, representing for New Media Today USA, signing out. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.